Well, is that Moss or Mose? Mocenary, Mocenary. I know one thing. She's a knife. She's a knife, and I saw this knifey. Is that the way you pronounce that? On Instagram, and I said, rattlesnake design. Maybe that's what, because I know I follow Harvey Lynn, rattlesnake design. No, I don't think I was following Mocenary knives or Mocenary knives. So I wouldn't have seen it on their post. I think I saw it on his post because his design, and I go, whoa, I like this. This is interesting. What is this? And of course, not like I never miss a knife, like, oh, I know of every damn knife. No, I don't. A fraction of them. So it's not unusual, but it just struck me. 25% lockup, nice little, just let her go, let her drop. Oh, death to you. And it's a front flipper, and it kicks open nicely. And what are we doing? Hold on. See, every knife's kind of got their own little thing, and you got to take a couple of flips to get back in the groove. But this one's quick over the detam ball, and then got a nice little drop to it. It's centered, no blade player lock rock. It's pretty smooth. I haven't taken this apart, and I'm gonna on this video, so we'll have a gander. And I don't think I want it any more droppy than it is now, though. I mean, it doesn't exactly, and it doesn't follow you around. You see what I'm saying? I'm doing that, but I mean, I think that's kind of about where I like that. Look at that. Okay, so let me bore you with some paperwork. Mocenary, whatever. See, check them out. There's another knife. I will show you that knife. Because I have that knife too. And so I saw that it was on Harvey Lynn. Hold on. Oh, by the way, when I saw that posting too, and this was on theirs. Okay. Can you imagine putting some tritium stuff in there? That's kind of a cool effect. Was that a repost? No, not that I can tell. Okay, so you got the MK1 and the MK3. This is the MK3. This is the MK1, okay? M390, okay? M390 blade, titanium frame, lock, flipper, except for the 03 is a button lock. More, and more. And okay, so here is the 03. MK-03. And of course, Rattlesnake Designs. Okay? And I printed out a thing saying this looks like a 6-leaf knife by Harvey, that's also a Harvey Lynn Rattlesnakes design knife, but it's not the same exactly. So it's somewhat similar, but it would be within his design language. So six leaf knives, and I've done some reviews on 6-leaf knives. Check them out as well, because Harvey Lynn Rattlesnake Designs does a lot of knives for them, okay? But this is Mocenary or Mocenary. Okay, so we got both of these puppies sitting here. Check them out. Tape, and then I'm going to kick you out because it's a button lock. We're going to do this another time, but my friends, this is a solid button lock. This feels good in the hand. M390, it's contoured titanium, all that kind of stuff. It's not as big as I would prefer. I would like it to be 3.75 inch blade and all that, and it's not, but still. And so that's one thing I'm going to do. I'm going to measure both of them, then I'm kicking 03 out. We're going to talk about 01. Okay, so this is what do you want to say, 3.35, something like that, at about 85 millimeters. 7.5 inches overall at 19 centimeters. Okay, just remember 3.35, or this one being not as much. Really 3.1 at best at about 78 millimeters. And not quite even 7.25 overall at under 18.5 centimeters. So this one's a bigger knife, but still not quite a 3.5 inch blade. But really clean looks, aren't they? Of course, same designer. But I think the manufacturer is really good. One guy said, looks so much like Tucson. You know, like what a Tucson knife. You know, they're kind of like good fit and finish, decent. And the pricing is good. I mean, $116. Now, I'll give you the link to their thing, but I mean, AliExpress, that's the only place I know to get them. I don't know if these are available on Amazon or any of that stuff yet. What have I got? Okay, so I got that, and then the 03 was like $129. Okay, but still, M390, I mean, you know, people bitch and moan, I swear to God. You know, pick them up in a Bentley and buy them dinner. 117, that's way too much. Okay, whatever. M390. Just, you know, it's going to cost you 117 just for 6 tritium bars. No, it'll cost you more than that. Cost you more than that. But, and I do have 6 tritium bars actually in my little lantern here. Good for 20 years, supposedly. That is interesting. And yes, I wish I had an XRF analyzer, because yes, I'd shoot the damn blade and I'd tell you. Maybe I should ask them for a mill sheet, but then that don't tell you anything. It tells you that somebody printed off a mill sheet that shows M390. So, yes, but I'm not saying that they're liars. I'm going to assume, actually, I had a 6-leaf knife, okay, that was a rattlesnake design, that ratcheting knife, and I'll try and put a link to that down below. But I had that tested when I did have an XFR analyzer. And yes, it was M390. And I swear to God, I bought that off of eBay for $58 or something. But shit, you go on AliExpress now and find that ratchet knife, 6-leaf. It's like $200, which is where it ought to be, I guess, if it's M390. But I couldn't believe it was on eBay. And so I thought, nah, it ain't going to be that, but I'll test it. And sure enough, so if that's M390, this is probably M390. Same freaking deal, right? Same designer, and this looks a lot like either 6-leaf or Tucson or whoever's doing this thing. So, okay, how much does it weigh? Now that we're Jack John. But, you know, I mean, it's worth a discussion, don't you think? 3.2 ounces, 91 grams. But I'm telling you, that's a sweet little knife, isn't it? And nice action on it, too. Quick over the detent ball, front flipper, easy to flip, right? And this is easy to disengage here. Lockup's pretty good. No blade player lock rock. And, oh, well, don't put your finger over this or it won't close. That blade's all the length you want, brother, man. And it's centered. I guess we're right-hand tip-up only. Titanium milled pocket clip. Interesting. Very, very interesting. I don't know if I want to tear this open sometime and see. You know, you got to have different length. Nah, those are too long. Those tritium bars are too long for this. I don't know what size they used. But that would be way cool as an accessory on that. I just thought that was a cool posting. But let's take a look. It does almost look integral, doesn't it? We'll take it apart. 0.48 at 12.2 millimeters, 0.48 inches of handle thickness, 3.3 millimeter blade stock at 0.13. Okay. And, oh, now that we're sitting here gawking at it like, what? Okay, you know what? That's a little bit better than most factory edge that I've been encountering recently. So it's on the upper edge. If it's not scary sharp, but it's pretty well done. Looks like a bead blast. Oh, what's a plunge like? Looks good, looks symmetrical. Interesting. I mean, you know, hey, it ain't no $1,100, you know, fancy boy knife, but this is affordable for what it is. And I posted this on my Instagram on Reels. I got 68,000 hits on it. I mean, that's probably all I get on a whole month's worth of postings on Reels, all in. So I was just like, what happened? And I think there's some people really thought this was crazy cool looking knife, right? And there's just this simple design to it, isn't it? And ergos, not a problem, not a problem. There's no jimping of any texturing here. I mean, this doesn't even count. I mean, this does not even count. That's not jimping. I don't know what that, they could have drawn that on with a marker, because it's just, you can't hardly feel that at all, okay? It's there, but it's not effective. So, no, it's probably not the grippiest little dog. There's where you're going to put your lanyard through, which is interesting. So we'll have to see what happens, because there's no visible hardware here other than the pivot. So this must, I'm thinking, go all the way through to the front. That's all I can figure. And obviously it is weight relieved to a great degree, but it's so light, yet it's basically full size, can we say? And really hydraulic, nice drop to it as well. So both of those knives, the MK-01, did I show you the marking on this? The MK-01 and the MK-03. Those are the two that I got from Mocenary, and they have that MK-02. I might have to check that out. That's different materials and stuff, so I might have to get my hands on that. But this is just, isn't this kind of cool? Just like a rectangular bar. You pull it out of your pocket and boom, it's a knife, right? Just like that. Where's my balance point? Hold on. Back it up. Okay, there's my balance point on it. Just very intriguing. All right, where are we headed to? That's a number 8 at least. I guess I'm going to have to come from the back, because I got to do that pocket screw. Well, that broke loose easy. I haven't had this apart. I haven't really even adjusted the pivot or anything. It was like that out of the box. This is going to be number 6 here. So, I mean, you know, they're not getting crazy with, you know, all number 8 hardware, even though there's almost no hardware on here. But, okay. So, I mean, you know, it's very inexpensive, though. So, I'd say, you know, you got to kind of give them a pass for that. And, yeah, look at that. Yeah, that's going all the way through. That's kind of what I figured. And, well, there's a lot of weight relieving here. Oh, they got stuff in here. What does this say? Hold on. Let's take a look. Mocenary MK-01, rattlesnake design, M390, and titanium. Okay. Well, hardened steel insert, over travel stop, ceramic detamp ball, and we've got, come here. We got a washer, okay, in our titanium knife, and that's interesting. What the hell's that all about? Okay, lock bar side. Okay, let's put you back. And here comes the blade. And ceramic bearings, and I'm trying to see, I don't see anything special. MC2. Okay, I thought it was an MK-01. MK-01. So what does MC2 mean? Don't know. Okay. Does it make the knife any sharper? No, probably not. God. Let me see how I'm pushing, and I probably shouldn't push. Let me see if this unscrews in the front. Yep. And it comes out like that, doesn't it? Okay, hold on. So we got this pivot. That is, wow. Not wanting to come out, but it's flattened. And then there's the steel washer. And I was thinking that it was just screwed in both sides and it had the flat, so you couldn't push it out either way. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, because it's flat there. So maybe this doesn't go through, but it has to come out. Oh, like that. If you give it enough pressure. And there it is. Yeah, that's why you got to set it in here, and it's not gonna go all the way through. All right, we're back with the MK-01. Very interesting. I mean, I'm still not sure I understand the pivot setup there. I mean, there's, it screws in from both sides. I get that. Squared off, don't know why necessarily, because it's kind of just sits in those areas and it doesn't look like it really fits into a squared off area per se. Or I was missing something. So, okay, it is what it is. Inexpensive, nice design, premium materials, and it came in this box, which is kind of this, I don't know, slick, finished cardboard look. And it came vacuum sealed. Vacuum sealed. See where the knife was sitting across there? Vacuum sealed in there. Okay. I mean, I guess it's not going to get, corroded or anything, but it's M390, so it's about 20% chromium, so probably ain't going to have a problem anyhow, but, whatever. I was just not neither here nor there. And I mean, I've seen other knives that were that way as well. All right, Mocenary. Go figure. Keep your eye out for them. I mean, it seems to be, this one is nuts. This one's nuts. And for the price, I don't know. I can't tell you a reason not to buy one unless you just don't like the designs. But I mean, take it apart, look at it. You and I both did on the MK-01, ceramic bearings, titanium, M390, blah, blah, blah. I mean, what's the diff, between that and a $350 knife? Good point. Interesting. Take care. It's always fun to explore. I mean, what the hell, right? We love them knives. You guys, stay sharp.